All right, we are live on YouTube.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Episode 51, cracked out of episode 50, which just happened a few days ago. I'm kind of liking this multiple podcasts within a week. I feel like there's just so much always to talk about, and we can't always really dive into stuff or talk about as much as we want. So I'm excited to get back at it with you guys tonight.
And we're live on Instagram too now. So if anyone's watching there, thanks for tuning in. But yeah, let's get right into it. Maybe we'll end with the duck race. You know, we've been vibing on those duck races.
Oh yeah. Oh, we went away over the weekend, and after the show, we just had like 15-minute duck races going while we were just hanging out, and it was a wild ride for sure.
Fun.
1 second ones too, which I'm really don't wish upon anyone to watch those, but
that was a little overrated. So, but yeah, we're gonna talk some Super Bowl preview. We gotta touch on that this Sunday. Obviously, is a big game. And then some NBA trade deadline, which is Thursday, I believe, right?
Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
And then and then some Super Bowl first, and then finish up with the Sixers, I think, with the NBA. Some news there. And yeah, I think we're going to get right into Super Bowl to start. We have Chiefs 49ers.
Yeah. What's kickoff? Is it like 6:30?
It's probably like 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Freaking Sunday night. They could literally do a 3 p.m. They've been riding 3 p.m. games all playoffs. Those are great because noon for other teams. I mean, college football, they have noon games all year long, and everyone gets hyped for them. So
6:30.
6:30? Oh, yeah. So that's an easy 10:30, 11 p.m. finish time.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, I'm gonna go start with a pick, and
we're getting right into picks.
Yeah, but this is gonna be more also talk about the game and who I think is gonna win, because my pick is gonna be Chiefs money line. Right now they're plus 125. I think there's some value there. I think Mahomes is gonna get the job done. It feels scary to bet against Mahomes at this point. Just his success in the playoffs has really been unmatched, and I still am not a Purdy believer or a believer in that 49ers, team to win the championship and to, bear down in clutch moments to get the job done. Obviously, Chase, you talked about last week, their defense and their linebackers are incredible. So that could be the difference maker, but I could see like a 20-16 Chiefs dub.
Oh, I like that score.
Yeah. I feel like you could probably catch me on air last year when we just first started the podcast, me saying how I thought the Eagles-Chiefs game was going to be lower scoring, and then that went out the window. But all throughout the playoffs, you've seen a lot of more defensive battles, more punts lately. I don't know. It's been kind of a grit and grind type year, which you would think would favor the 49ers, but obviously the Chiefs just showed last week against the Ravens that they can play in those type of games, and Steve Spagnuolo can help win those types of games. So do you think it's strictly kind of been with your Chiefs pick? Is it more of the Mahomes over Purdy? Like, are you matching up QBs, or is it just kind of overall talent and team? Like, do you just believe in Mahomes to win more than Purdy, and is that why you're going to pick? Or
yeah, and I think the combo, can't deny Andy Reid and just the job he's done with that team and just being experienced. I mean, there's some young guys on the team, obviously, like Pacheco, Rice, but the bulk of their team has been here before, and they're I think they'll be up for it and ready for the challenge. Did you see that they're in the Raiders' home locker room?
Yeah.
Kind of rough.
Who, the Chiefs?
Yeah, it's kind of
rough.
Oh,
that's chunky.
Yeah. I mean, they have a nice locker room, though. I'm sure it's actually
yeah, but they probably play in the same division. They're probably so salty.
The Raiders are probably pissed.
Yeah. The Raiders are probably pissed.
Yeah, I mean, for Patrick Mahomes, he's basically owned them, so it's pretty much half his locker room at this point.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I for one like this pick. It's just it's weird that the Chiefs were underdogs last week, and I mean, we're all pissed about it, but they showed that they shouldn't be. It's just weird to me that they are. I don't know if there's that much money pouring onto the 49ers side. I really wouldn't think there is. So that Vegas must really be high on the Niners. And I just still don't believe in Kyle Shanahan. I don't believe in Brock Purdy. I do think defense and linebackers matter, and it could in this game, but I still think we're in the era of football where there's more to overcome that. And I think Isaiah Pacheco, he could be kind of the X factor. I think the dude is a tank. I forget the guy on the Pistons that basically charged LeBron that one game through like everybody in the NBA, but that's what Pacheco reminds me of every time he runs.
Ron Artest.
No, it's like Isaiah Stewart or some weird.
Oh, they were Pistons, dude.
Yeah. It happened a couple years ago, but I don't know. I feel like Pacheco could be the X factor. Chiefs are going to have to do some weird things to win. I'm sad to say, but I'm rooting for the Chiefs because I don't want Purdy to get one, but this can lead me to my pick. I think the Chiefs, because of how good the 49ers are on defense, are going to have to get creative with things. And we have a couple comments dropping in. Barso 15 49ers going to get it done. Does anyone agree with that? I don't think so. I don't think it's possible. And it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just rewatched their first Super Bowl matchup, and the 49ers did great outside the last like 9 or so minutes of the game. And then that's when it just all fell apart. And they were up in that game and they had a perfect game plan. So part of that makes me think if Purdy's better than Garoppolo, maybe they really do have a shot. Also, this was 5 years ago at this point, 4 or 5 years ago. So the rosters are changed and it's not the same. It's not going to be the same type of game, but I mean, they did it then with the same coach, and now they definitely have more weapons on the 49ers side than what they did then. So it makes me wonder if it comes down to the question of, is Purdy better than Garoppolo?
Are you asking that right now?
I mean, if he's better than him, I think they have a better shot.
I think he's the same.
I like that
because I think you see Garoppolo this year and got taken out of the system in a totally different and how he played. And Garoppolo was all he did in San Francisco was win. That's all he did. And that's all Purdy's doing. I think if you take Purdy out of San Francisco, it's the same situation. I don't know. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
And you saw what they did in the first half with the Lions. I mean, they had a great second half, but if they have a first half or even a second half like that against the Chiefs aren't gonna fold like the Lions did.
Yeah, I appreciate Barso reaching out, and he also dropped a comment saying CMC about to carry. We'll see if I feel like CMC gets hurt mid-game every game, and a bunch of comments just dropping in. But that game Chase was in 2019. Chiefs won 31-20. Different 49ers team for sure because they just ran the ball as much as humanly possible to get there and kind of just stalled out. But, same coaches, same systems. Mahomes, a lot of the Chiefs, at least the offensive side, him and Kelsey, same duo there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but Lindsay 6 just dropped a comment. What are the odds of a sketchy penalty no call in the Super Bowl?
Almost 100% chance.
Yeah, I'd say that's like a minus 250.
I just hope they establish early in the game how they're going to call it and stick with that. That's just what always gets me going is when they start they don't call much and then they start calling a bunch of stuff in the fourth quarter. So it's like baseball. If you're going to call 2 inches off the plate all game, fine. But if you're going to just start calling it for the end of the 7th inning, then.
Well, if there's a new rule that they propose where the refs leave the field at the 2-minute mark and it's just all upstairs reviews.
Whoa.
I like that.
So now you can never have that possibility other than them stepping in upstairs. But I feel like there's less of a hesitancy to pull the trigger as quick. Because they'll kind of be watching it the same way we are.
Yeah. So you mean it's more of you play at the end of the game without a type of penalty stopping it, unless something's that bad.
Yeah, unless it's egregious. There's still a ref on the sideline just to control the clock. And in case there's obviously the regular 2-minute things where they have to review and But since everything goes upstairs at that point, it's like you should just send the refs upstairs too. Then they can't fuck it up.
I like that.
That'd be intense.
I also don't know at this point in this day and age why they don't have. I know people have talked about it, why they don't have a chip on the football to like properly mark like where the ball's been like spotted. Like it seems silly to me that they don't have anything like that.
I will say, kind of like base umps in baseball, the refs are really good at spotting the ball somehow, some way. I mean, guys are getting up, chucking the balls, all over the place, dropping them, celebrating, hurry up offense, and the refs are still like really on point with that. But that's a good point. It'd be really convenient if they didn't have to worry about that.
NFL has enough money; they could do that.
They could figure out that,
it's not that hard,
especially on like goal lines and stuff to see where the ball gets to on the field.
Yeah,
that's something they should try out in the what's the new league now? The new spring football league, the XFL merger.
Yeah, what do they call it now?
I don't know.
Is it UFL, United Football League?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what it became. Yeah, they should test it out in there. Just treat it like the minors. That's basically what it is. Guys come from there all the time. They should test that out.
Yeah.
Kind of to circle back, we appreciate all the shout outs. Wait, did we even answer Lindsay's question? We basically said there's a good chance it happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's bound to happen one way or the other where someone's going to talk about a call that either did or didn't get called.
Yeah.
I just feel like you can already know. You can just skip to the last 2 minutes of the game and know it's going to be sketchy.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. And a comment dropping in about the NFL being rigged, and obviously that's going to be a topic in sports until
I'm sure
forever.
I'm sure with it being in Vegas too, there's going to be all these conspiracies about the betting.
Oh my
stuff,
which really shouldn't really matter that much because it's so accessible everywhere that I wouldn't think there's a difference. But Vegas is going to be popping more than it ever has been ever. It's probably going to be wild.
And the players can't even stay on the strip.
Classic.
Oh, good thing there's no John Jones type players in the NFL because there would be something happening.
Too bad his brother's not still playing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, but we just kind of circle back. I wanted to get to my pick. I think Ben and I are going to run ours as a parlay.
Oh yeah,
but to kind of back Ben's pick here with the Chiefs, the 49ers defense is really good. The Chiefs are going to have to be creative. They're going to have to run the ball more than they want, and they're going to have to throw it to not just Travis Kelce. I really thought they were going to have to do that to beat the Ravens, so I could be way off on this one. But my pick, I'm going to go Marquez Valdez-Scantling over 1.5 receptions. We're pairing this up with the Chiefs money line. Ben and I are kind of on the same page. MVS throughout the playoffs had 1 catch in the wild card round, 2 catches in the divisional, and 2 catches in the conference. So he's right on that edge, but I think it's going to happen. I mean, obviously he's a deep threat. I just think I don't know if Kadarius Toney is going to be back. I haven't read an update on him this past week.
Hopefully not, for their sake.
But yeah, for our pick's sake. But whether he's back or not, I don't think he's going to be 100%. And I think they're going to have to use more people than just Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice. And over 1.5 seems like a gimme unless we have some weird injury, which anytime you're betting, especially in big games like this, there's plenty of other factors involved. But I don't know. I'm not looking forward that much to the Super Bowl and these two teams matching up, but this could put a little extra spice on it. So running with these 2 picks.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think there could have been I don't know. I think this game could be worse, but I'm really going to be interested to see how both the defenses come out and try to match up. And I'm more interested to see if the Chiefs come out and run back a similar plan to what they did against the Ravens, where they're just going to go out there, dink and dunk their way, try to tire out the defense, and then really start to take some deep shots more than what they did against Baltimore. Because I don't think that the 49ers back end, like their safeties, are as strong as what Baltimore's was. So obviously that would help your pick, Ryan. If Mahomes is going to go deep, it's probably going to be to MVS. So if they keep everything close, keep it close, try to wear out the corners by just having to run up 10 yards every time, I mean, it's going to be tough. And no one seems to do any kind of press against the Chiefs, so they could have a lot of free release off the line and get on the field. But on the flip side, I want to know what the 49ers, what are they going to do? Because they have to figure out something to like stop the train.
Yeah.
That end, yeah. And the Chiefs, I think I feel like on their end, they're probably going to be fine. Like, really, I think if you take out Debo, especially if he's not fully healthy at this point, you probably don't even have to double team him. You can really just focus on Kittle and then stopping McCaffrey. And they're pretty much done after that point. Who else is really going to do a whole lot of damage to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
My dark horse pick is still Noah Fant to score a touchdown. Or I'm sorry, not Noah Fant. Noah
Gray.
That's his name. Oh, Noah Gray.
Noah Gray.
Yeah.
Noah Fant.
The Seahawks tight end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Noah Gray.
That's your dark horse pick, and you didn't even remember his name.
That's how dark it is.
That is.
I'm kind of feeling a pick for the quarterbacks, though.
Yeah.
I feel like both of them are just going to try. They're going to be trying to get some passes in. I feel like it's going to be a tip ball, interception. I could see both happening.
A pick for both QBs. You can see.
Yeah.
I mean, Purdy, you've seen the last couple games. He got picked off in the last two games, once in the Lions and maybe even more than once in the Packers. But he's had some bad ones. And
yeah. And the Chiefs lead the league in batted balls. So I think if his is going to happen, I could see it just happening at the line of scrimmage. Like one of the tubbies knocks it up and then one of them comes down with it, like that type style.
Chris Jones could easily get a 10.
And then yeah.
Oh,
that's
hold up, Chase.
He could. I don't know if he can bet on that, but But Chris Jones is definitely going to have a tip in this game. I could feel it.
Yeah,
Purdy's a little bit smaller. Chris Jones doesn't even have to jump to block that ball.
Yeah, Purdy's minus 115 for a pick to have a pick and minus 105 not to. And then Mahomes is reversed. Minus 105 to have a pick, minus 115 not to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mahomes would just be because he's airing it out and it gets like the receiver falls or something like that. But I mean, both of them have been susceptible to picks at different points in crucial games this year. So it's not going to blow me away that, what happened. It's not like Brady where he just has like really a lot of control with the way his throws are and the way that people get open. And if it happens, it's just because it was the deflection mostly. But I think that, like we were saying, the defenses are both really strong on either side. And I think that they can both just create a turnover.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Do you have a favorite to throw in our parlay if one of them were to throw a pick?
Oh.
Or both.
I want to say Purdy just because, but
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I will gladly throw that into my
But I could definitely see where it's like he doesn't, but Mahomes does. And you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited for the game, I think.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the most exciting Super Bowl in recent years. The Chiefs getting...
This is 4 and 5 years. This is like the Warriors where everyone thought they were just going to basically get tuckered out and not be able to keep winning, and then they have. And I don't know. I don't think that going to the big game as much as the Chiefs have playing mid-February the past 4 to 5 years is going to slow them down.
Well, I think they're going to keep trying as much as they can for the next at least 2 to 3 years, because I don't know how long Andy Reid is going to keep coaching. I just feel like he's getting up there, and I don't know how long he's going to coach. And as much, even if Mahomes stays, it's going to be it's going to be hard once you have a brand new coach in that system to do that, even with a talented roster. So maybe another 2 to 3 years, and then they have to replace him with Bill Belichick. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they'll just promote Matt Nagy because it's an in close hire.
Oh, nice.
I'll just suck it up real good for about a year and a half.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we get into some basketball here? So before we talk NBA, I got a trivia question for you guys.
Yeah.
Although it's not an NBA trivia question, it's a college basketball trivia question.
Okay. It's just an out of the blue college basketball trivia question.
Well, hey, we are getting close to March Madness.
All right. We should give a few seconds to see if anyone else can guess it too.
All right. We might have to do a.
We are getting close to March.
Yeah, we might have to do an AFR just bracket and like an AFR ESPN like group that anyone can join.
I like that. Actually have something good. The winner should be able to come on our show.
Yeah, and the three of us can make a universal bracket that we semi-agree on.
Yeah. We'll use duck races to decide our entire bracket.
I like it. We could select the ones through and then go from there.
Well, you know, what you do is you have the opposite of the seed. So you have 16 1 seeds, 1 16 seed.
I like that.
And if the 16 duck somehow wins
on a 1 second race.
No,
you might want to. It might get intense if you do like 20.
Sure, that's fair. If you get like 30 duck races in.
All right, so there's one player that leads San Diego State all time in assists and single season mark. He's a player that you guys would know. He's in the Hall of Fame. Do you know who that player is?
Oh God.
San Diego State.
Yeah.
That leads the assists.
Yeah.
And he's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. He had 18 assists in a game for San Diego State 44 years ago today, and he remains the career leader in assists and set the single season mark in 1979, 1980.
I mean, I'm going to go with probably the way too obvious guess, and I'm going to go John Stockton.
Okay.
Also, shout out Kawhi. He was an Aztec as well.
I will say it's a bit of a trick question.
I know it. When you said San Diego State, I was like, wow, the only person I know is Kawhi.
Yeah, it's the only guy I could think of. And they had that dude with the short point guard with the long hair. I feel like I remember him balling out there too, but I can't remember his name.
All right. Is that it? You want me to tell you?
Chase didn't even guess.
I don't even know. All right.
Okay. Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn? What?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God.
Way.
He played basketball?
Yeah.
Did he play on their baseball? He played baseball and basketball there?
Did he play the basketball?
What was that?
Was he just the actual basketball?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming he played baseball. He had played baseball there too.
So Tony Gwynn had 18 assists in a collegiate Division I basketball game.
Yeah, and he still leads the team all time.
What the heck?
That's actually crazy. He would just get the ball and literally just pass it right back to somebody.
Yeah.
And playing a winner and spring sport, like two sports is popular, but it's a lot of times it's like football and baseball. Basketball goes into baseball season.
Or he was actually drafted
really
in 1981, although that was when they had a bunch of rounds.
That's when they had like 6 or 7 rounds in the NBA draft.
Yeah.
Now there's only 2, but still.
Yep.
He played 4 years.
Yeah.
San Diego State all 4 years. That is insane.
Yep.
Did they make the tournament any of those?
I was going to say, did they have any good runs?
I have to look. His junior year, he was 11 points and 8 assists a game, and then 9, and basically he averaged like 9 and 6 for his career.
Traditional point guard.
Yeah.
He was probably more of a game manager. He was more of a Brock Purdy.
I'd have to look during that time to see if San Diego State ever.
Oh yeah, that's a deep dive down the rabbit hole.
That is a deep dive.
Because I don't even know how you figure out if they made the tourney or not off the top of my head.
That's crazy. I would have never thought.
Where'd you find that out at?
They did not. It was said on Twitter. They did not make the tournament during his time. Even though one year they went 29, still didn't make it. But anyway, sidetrack. So let's talk NBA. Trade deadline coming up. You want to get into Sixers first or get some trade deadline stuff in?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the weirdest thing I just saw was Ricky Rubio recently retired from the NBA. We talked about the magician being on a bajillion different teams. Good, immaculate, great guy, by the way. He just signed a contract with Barcelona. So
I like it.
he still could have been an NBA caliber player, but now he's just balling out over there. Probably.
I heard he had some mental things he was fighting through.
Yes, yeah, he did go through that. So maybe he just wanted a lesser. He wanted to play basketball, but on a lesser scale. But just a weird side note. But yeah, we can get, unfortunately, into the 76ers chase. And I know we talked about it on Saturday, but they didn't know how the treatment was going to go. Well, we found out shortly after he was going to need a procedure on his meniscus tear, and he got it done. Reevaluated in 4 weeks is the latest on him, and basically the door is still open for him to return in the regular season, but it's definitely sketchy. Ben made a comment before the show saying it seems like Embiid always gets something around this time of year, and maybe it's just the amount of time his body, all the hard weight he's been putting it through. But it's just depressing, especially a year like this where it's basically him and Maxey are the big 1-2 punch, and they need both those guys out there. They've lost 6 of 7 now without him. Not to mention the injury bug in general, which has just destroyed the Sixers this year, and we can get into that in a second. But the Embiid thing is just super depressing. I don't even care about the MVP. I don't care about all NBA, but they need him out there. And the biggest concern now is, one, I don't want him to be forced back. I don't want him to rush back just to try to ramp up for the playoffs or anything like that and get more hurt. But also, it's just the chemistry is going to die. Even if he is fully healthy going into the first round, not playing for the last 2.5 months as the best player on the team, it's going to hurt. So just devastating news as a Sixers fan.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely not the news you wanted to hear. But I'm trying to think of the positives, and it could be good because now if they can just pick up a backup center of somebody, even if it's Drummond, they at least can just get by with somebody. And I still feel like they have enough talent to make the playoffs, and maybe it'll be a better thing to be a little bit lower of a seed, just get somebody in the first round, and hopefully Embiid, maybe if he isn't even playing at the end of the year, just practicing more. So at least he's still with the guys and keeping up a level. Then just come back in, get maybe not a 2 or 3 seed matchup, but a 4 is I don't know, I guess that's okay, depending on who you're going up against. But, maybe that'll just be enough to get them back into shape and get ready for the second round and try to get out of the second round for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
I feel like outside of the Celtics Bucks first round, you feel like you go into the series with a solid chance. Not that you don't have against those two, but even the Cavs sitting up at this 2 hole right now, if you were the 7 seed playing the Cavs as a 2, I would feel confident you guys could win that series.
I think the Sixers have a chance to win any series without Embiid. I believe in Nick Nurse that much more than Doc, that I think if you don't get the Celtics or the Bucks, they would legitimately have a chance still to win the series.
Yeah.
Without Embiid. But not that I'm going to be pressing that. I mean, best case scenario is Embiid feels great after a month. He comes back with a couple weeks left in the regular season. They ramp him up and he's ready to go. But just goes for, I don't know, the NBA, just the 4-7 game series in the playoffs alone, I'll just never forget the Jamal Murray comment from 2017 where he's like, oh yeah, I feel like the healthiest team's going to win the NBA championship this year. It's dude, every year it's like that. It's just, and it's frustrating when you're leaning on these big guys that are just prone. I mean, we've seen it over and over again with Anthony Davis. Embiid's not the only one that goes through this. But
Jamal Murray's living rent-free in your head, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And
Nuggets.
The thing that sucks most of Embiid is some of these injuries haven't been his fault. It's just people running into him, stepping on him, taking elbows to the face. It's stuff that is a little bit out of his control, but it is crazy. It happens always right before the playoffs, or it's going to affect the first round. I don't know if Embiid's ever been healthy going straight into the playoffs. Finishing out a year and being being healthy for our standards.
Yes. Yeah. And I want a question for you guys because I know the Jonathan Kuminga thing. I mean, people can say whether they think it's dirty or not. Either way, it happened. I want to know, because of this 65 game thing, Embiid obviously wasn't 100% when he was out there in that Golden State game. Do you think, because regardless of winning MVP or being all NBA team, there's other bonuses to that money wise? Like there's a lot of money you can lose out if you don't get that. Do you think there was any bit of that playing into a factor of why Embiid was out there in that Golden State game? Because he was obviously nursing the knee before the injury happened, and the Kuminga landing on it put it over the edge. Do you guys have any belief in that 65 game rule playing a factor on why Embiid was out there? It's been a topic of discussion all year with Embiid, and
I don't think so.
Okay.
Only because I would hope Embiid at least is aware enough of his body, and he wants to win enough to know that he's not going to risk his season to go out there if he doesn't feel like he can. I mean, I'm sure that's in the back of his mind, but based on what I've heard from him and at least what I believe of him as a player, I think he's genuinely trying to help the Sixers win. So,
yeah, I think it's more just because it's the regular season, you're just trying to grind out and just get those minutes. Because, I mean, he's been in and out of the lineup all year, so I feel like they're just trying to make up for a little bit of lost time, and maybe that's why he was out there, and not so much just the fact it's more routine type thing. But yeah, I think it could be 50-50. It could be partially why. And then the other half was just Embiid wanting to be out there too. Like they could be wanting to rest him, and maybe he's the overruling and wants to play. So could be. But in the long run too, hopefully all this time and mixing and matching all season that Nick Nurse has done just makes the team even better. And unlike Doc, now Nick Nurse knows who he can go to in certain situations and not just going to have to rely on one guy to do one thing. And if that guy doesn't do it, the whole plan falls apart. So maybe, I know it sucks and I want him to be healthy, but just trying to find, some nuggets of what good can come from having this much time out from your premier players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been destroyed by the injury bug this year. I agree with both you guys, by the way, to answer your question, my own question. I agree with both the comments you guys made, but it just stinks overall. I mean, DeAnthony Melton's another starter. He's not going to play this week, so it'll be 13 straight games he's out. Batum's missed 5 straight games now. He's been in and out of the starting lineup, if not, top 1 or 2 guys off the bench. Robert Covington hasn't played since 2023 with a bone bruise, and I know he was a fringe guy, but he was at the end. Chase, I know you're not a huge fan. Maybe he'll be involved in a deal at the deadline. Who knows? But they've just been, Kelly Oubre obviously got hit by the car in the beginning of the year. Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris have missed time, and they don't usually miss time. So it's just they've been destroyed. It's usually like with the Embiid thing, kind of everyone expects, but it's been everything else. It's probably been even harder for Nick Nurse to deal with. I mean, Melton is solid 3-and-D guy in your starting lineup. 13 games, you're pushing a month at that point.
Who's healthy right now, though? Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is healthy. He got a warm welcome by the Philly faithful. Loki shut down Maxey, though, which I was really salty about. Maxey shot 8 for 23 that game. Granted, Embiid wasn't playing, but Simmons also had 0 points.
Oubre also.
Yeah. Ben Simmons can shut down my toilet. He's not scoring the points, so I don't care.
I think he had 0 points a game. I legitimately think he did. He had his classic.
Yeah. So effective. Rebounds. Good job, Ben Simmons, on your multi-max deal, shutting down people for $0. You're basically PJ Tucker now.
He would have been good on that Nets team if he was healthy and everyone else could score. The combined, on the Suns right now, if he was on the team and healthy, where you have Beal, Durant, and Booker just scoring 90 to 100 a game, and then having him shut down someone.
The Mavs, instead of putting Dwight Powell out there, you put Ben Simmons. Yeah. The Mavs could use. Not that anyone's going to take Ben Simmons, but
no, I'm just kidding.
But I wanted to circle back because obviously the trade deadline's this Thursday. Chase, and to your point, talking about a big guy, they have Paul Reed right now, he's more of a 4. He's a stretch 5. I like him. I think he'll still play. Obviously, Mo Bamba, this is why they brought him in. A lot more time for him, and he's been doing a decent job. But the biggest thing that they were looking at was another backup center. Andre Drummond was a big one on the Sixers a few years ago. I loved him. I know, you liked him. Everyone in our family was a big Andre Drummond fan. I wish they would have re-signed him more than the 1-year deal. I saw the other name that's being thrown around is Kelly Olynyk, which I absolutely hate.
Yeah.
I do not need him on the team. And just ever since he pulled Kevin Love's shoulder out of his socket, I've just never liked the guy. And
True. Did Kelly Olynyk play on the Raptors? Is that why they're trying to make the connection?
That's a good question.
Because I'm also wondering who Nick Nurse has had that's a big man that's like maybe possibly available, but I can't think of anyone.
Jakob Poeltl.
Okay. Yeah, if they got a 2-for deal and brought in him and Kelly Olynyk, I would throw up.
That's Poeltl. I mean, he's okay as a. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
not really moving my needle.
basically, they just get Drummond. Everyone's cool with it. I feel like Drummond, he feels like a modern day NFL running back to me. Like, big guys get shafted sometimes in the NBA, but he's been out there. He's healthy. I know he can't really shoot, but he's had plenty of 2020 games throughout his career, and he's a solid player, and he's a great locker room guy, and I would love him back, and that's a prime move, and especially in a year where this could be like the most dead NBA trade deadline. I mean, something might change in the next day and a half, but otherwise, it'll be probably the most dead in 10 to 15 years. I've never seen the NBA trade deadline like this. There hasn't been a move since February 1st.
If you knew earlier, you could have tried to. I mean, like Steven Adams would have been a nice piece you could plug in there. Obviously, he just got traded to the Rockets. I like Steven Adams because he's kind of a gritty player.
Was he out for the year though?
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
Oh, is he?
Actually, I think you're right.
Hey, Paulie.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I have a special in-studio guest.
But I went to the Raptors, just looking at them, and Jakob Poeltl is starting at center, so that's probably the connection. Okay. But I was just noticing that you could get like a Thaddeus Young reunion, and he's still getting 20 minutes a game down there, and maybe the Raptors would throw in Otto Porter and see what you get with him, because Otto Porter he's averaging like 2 points a game. He's not getting any time in that rotation at all. And maybe they'll just, if the Sixers are willing to eat a little money, you might get some spark and some points.
Yeah, I mean, Otto Porter was on the Warriors team 2 years ago that won the title.
He's not that old either. He's like 30.
Yeah. He'd be like a Wilson Chandler who contributed to the Sixers a few years ago. I'm okay with any of those guys as long as they don't shake anything up too crazy.
You should be able to get them reasonable, like those two, for example. You can't imagine they would cost much.
Yeah, you could probably swap or like a bunch of second-round picks and like a player.
Yeah. I was looking at the Knicks. Sorry, go ahead, Chase.
Oh no, yeah, you're good.
I was going to say I was looking at the Knicks and potential for them, and I don't want them to do anything crazy either. But someone like Bogdanovich on the Pistons, like another.
Is that Bojan or Bogdan?
I think it's Bojan.
Okay,
I think it's Bojan.
Someone wants Bogdanovich.
I was trying not to say the first name because I wasn't 100%.
You're right. You're right.
But I think it's Bojan.
It's Bojan.
I think someone like him. I mean, they've been talking about Burks, but I don't really want him back. I don't know. I know he's still over. He can still shoot the 3 ball well, but that's kind of a lot of what they have already. They don't need that more. So I keep seeing they want to keep some of the guys like Hart because they want to package Hart somewhere else for like a superstar in the summer. So like, oh
gosh, such a Knicks move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a solid like Hart, like that's a great player, great role, like dog type player. Josh Hart is one of those guys I just love to have on the team.
Yeah.
He's not going to ever score like 30, but he's going to fill up the stat sheet like every game. He's going to hustle every game.
Yeah. You need those players to win.
That's why I hate Marcus Smart, but I respect that's like the way he plays. And
yeah, I like Marcus Smart more than Draymond.
Well,
but
yeah,
I guess it's kind of obvious. But
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we both just wanted people who are going to come in and do the right thing. Like, I know Drummond, if they brought him back, all I need him to do is just get a bunch of rebounds, block a few shots, and then your night's good. Like, you made your paycheck. And all these players is just, like, just have a role and be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing the Sixers were looking at was maybe like a backup point guard to Maxey, but I don't know. I still think they have enough options off the bench, and Pat Beverly has done a decent enough job as the backup point guard, more of a game manager, which I'm fine with, and just nothing too crazy. I mean, they have slid to the fifth spot. Personally, I know the Knicks are obviously, trending upwards, 9-1 in the last 10. They're in the 4th seed right now, but the Sixers on this current slide, knowing that they still might try to make a small deal to be in win this season mode. Like, there are some people that think that they legitimately should just shut Embiid down, call it a season, and run it back next year. I kind of like that there's still the Sixers organization is not like giving up. I mean, I don't know if that's Nick Nurse, if that's above him, but I'm for it. I think the team is competitive, and obviously if Embiid's not healthy enough, don't bring him back. But
What about like Vucevic? Would he cost a lot?
shouldn't want to trash this team. Levine's out for the year and Ball's out for the year, and I wouldn't be bad. He started his career in the Sixers, It'd be good.
Yeah, that's true.
And they picked him over Spencer Hawes. Great decision.
Well, Spencer Hawes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawes went to the Hornets and did nothing.
Yeah, because Doug Collins didn't have a great time coaching Vucevic, but he could coach Spencer Hawes better.
Yeah.
That was essentially the whole reason why they shipped out Vucevic.
Yeah. That's cool. No. I mean, you don't think they should shut down Embiid, right? I forgot I was going to ask that to either of you guys.
I mean, they have to reevaluate and see.
In 4 weeks, if it's a no-go, it's a no-go, but
I feel like the fact they said 2 months, I was like, this is not that bad. Like 2 months is a long time, but if they would have said out for the year, or I mean 2 months is pushing it, but
yeah,
I was like, I feel like it could have been way worse though.
Yeah,
the timeline.
Yeah, I mean,
because for me, if it's a month of just recovery and then another month of just ramping them back into stuff, I'm like that. I would take that all day.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, and in any sport ever, my least favorite thing is season-ending injuries. I love when there's at least some type of hope and consideration for them to make it back, regardless of how bad it is. And I'm with you. At least ride it out. We have a month. Hopefully, Melton, Batum, some of the other guys can come back, depending on what they do at the trade deadline. They can just hang in there, try to get stack up as many wins as possible as the Knicks have been doing, and hope that Embiid can come back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we get into an immaculate grid? I have one baseball trivia for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, was this actually baseball, or is it going to be like Shabazz Napier is the answer?
Because he had a bunt single.
Yeah. No, it's not really a this is not really a trivia, but it was a stat from Codify that I saw on Twitter. It was like a month ago, and I keep forgetting to talk about it. So Bartolo Colon, who holds an MLB record of most swung. So he has swung at 610 pitches during his big league career, and his helmet has only stayed on for 27 of the 610 pitches that he swung at.
That's insane. Why did they just ever put a chin strap on his helmet?
I don't know.
How has that happened?
Because he's just so obnoxious with his swing.
It's ridiculous. Wait, was there a question, or was it just
no? That's it.
For some reason I thought it was going to be I had to answer something.
No, that's an MLB record that's probably not going to be broken.
No, they don't make them like that anymore.
What's the percent? What's the percent? Can you?
I don't know. You got a phone?
Bartolo Colon's body just reminds me of an old Nokia brick phone.
How many at bats was it? 610.
610 at bats, and his helmet stayed on for only 27 of those 610 at bats.
Literally 95.5% of the time. He swings 95% chance his helmet's coming off.
That's an all-time.
That doesn't even make sense. That's not safe. How did no one say anything or stop him? That's so dangerous. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's just like if you're thinking about time and speeding up the game, Bartolo Colon must have been slowing it down because his helmet would pop off and he would just slump over and pick that thing up, pop it back on his head, stand in there, swing, pop off again.
Yeah.
Like, how many times would that happen in a single at bat?
Yeah.
Yo, Chase, that's a great idea for any MLB guys who are trying to slow down their at bat. You just when you go up, maybe you're up like 2-0, 3-0, and you plan it on swinging no matter what. Have your helmet
Loosen the lid.
Yeah, loosen the lid. Well, you buy yourself more time if you don't connect.
Yeah, have that puppy pop off, and then you get to reset easily. The ref's not gonna be on you about the pitch clock. Like that's an equipment failure.
Yeah.
Like outside of just like having the bat slip out of your hands, I don't know how much more time you could waste that during an at bat.
Well, that's a good one. But you don't want to go into the stadium because
yeah, the helmet off affects nobody.
Exactly. I like it.
Oh my gosh.
I just figured I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. That is that.
So, all right. Well, I guess it's about that time, right? Do some math.
Oh, one of our favorite times. Pull up the comment sections. Everyone snag a comment. Does anyone watch us on StreamYard, by the way? Is that an option? Can people view us? Okay.
Okay. So I think we'd have to make a lobby and then give them access.
I see. Okay.
So, all right, we will just check out here. Anyone good? Got Cal Ripken, David DeJesus.
Bullet Joe Bush. I love it.
What was the guy's name?
Dartite.
Bottom.
Bullet Joe Bush.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look how long this guy played. 17 years.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. By the way, do you guys realize there was a lot of of the same baseball and football team names in the cities?
Yeah,
in NFL, there was the St. Louis Cardinals at one time.
Yeah. Well, there was the New York Giants football and New York Giants baseball.
Yeah, I just don't get why that happened as much as it did.
What's that guy's name? Dartite. Darlty Cooper. This guy's on the all-time name list. Damn, 41. Schenectady, New York.
Dang. All right, you ready for some grid?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, can everyone see it?
Chase see?
Chase should be able to see it.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
All right.
Also, one time, we should just guess a player before we even open the grid.
Oh, and see if we can put him anywhere?
And see if it fits, yeah.
And it can't be LaTroy Hawkins.
No, it can't be the usual Octavio Dotel, Edwin Jackson, LaTroy.
Actually, Edwin Jackson, I think, doesn't he fit on the
Nationals? Fits. Yeah, the Nationals, and he played with the Cardinals too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So let's just put him in there.
Nice. Great hit.
Oh my gosh. Played right field minimum one game.
I'm
gonna
go Nelson Cruz.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Nelson Cruz because he fits in the boxes too, right? The team boxes or no?
Oh, would you rather use him there?
Oh wait,
did he play with the Nationals or am I making that up?
I don't remember.
Then he definitely didn't play with the Nationals. Then scrap that. Put him in the game. Put him in the Texas right field.
He's played with so many teams over the last few years.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I mean, here's our chance to put Ichiro in there, but he's about to be like 97% at Mariners in right field.
He's a good we didn't only play one team. No, what about some of those Expos? Like, did Randy Johnson or Pedro, did they ever pitch for the Rangers? Larry What? No, some of those Expos team guys were good.
Yeah,
if I have a card near me.
No, you cannot look at any of your baseball cards.
Washington, Texas.
2 cards right there.
That's cheating.
Okay.
Because you could easily pull like a LaTroy Hawkins.
Well, I guess you could put Max Scherzer, Washington, Texas.
Oh, nice Chase.
That's the obvious one that we would freak out on if we missed.
Yeah. Washington, Seattle.
Michael Taylor? No.
So Nelson And the Nationals? Because wouldn't that fit there too?
Well, that's what we were saying.
I don't know if he did. See, also the problem is like playing MLB The Show when I do a season. I like remember when people signed with a team in that, and it's not real, and I just like will think that they played for that team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about Rick for right field? Rick and Keel.
Okay.
Oh, good hit. Why does he kind of look like Zac Efron?
I don't know. Okay, only one team for the Cardinals is easy. We could do Yachty or Ano or Wayno. I mean,
I'm cool with Molina.
Yeah. Did Felix Hernandez only play with Seattle? Or
he went to the Braves, but did he ever get in the majors?
I feel like he played for another team at one point.
Yeah. What about Edgar Martinez? Did he ever play with anyone
I
else?
was about to say I think Edgar Martinez would be the move here.
I was gonna go with Hisashi Wakuma.
I think.
Oh yeah, I think he actually only played with the Mariners because he played so long overseas.
That isn't a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's starting to get a little tough.
Right field for the Mariners. I mean, we can come up with one of these.
I mean, we know Ichiro fits in right field.
Yeah,
but is there anyone else you want?
Ben Gamel? He probably did.
Where did Ken Griffey play?
Probably did at some point. At least minimum one
The
game.
first one or junior?
No, junior. Senior was in Cincinnati.
That's right. Yeah, I mean,
I want to just send it with Ben Gamel.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, nice one.
That was like sketchy send.
That was so sketchy. I mean, now we got to get the perfect grid. We haven't hit a baseball perfect forever. They have two grids.
Did not know Ben Gamel's on the Pirates right now.
Rangers only one team. Who's one of their young guys right now that just won the World Series? Who is their
Josh Jung?
Yeah.
Played anywhere else?
No, he definitely did not play anywhere else.
No, this is his rookie year.
Oh, money. See, that's new.
Washington, Seattle. Come on, there's got to be a reliever that played for both.
Randy Johnson.
Or like Juan.
Randy, hold on, Randy Johnson.
What about Juan Pierre?
Oh.
Okay, Randy Johnson.
We should just go
to secure it,
just to get the dub.
Let's go.
We did it. Let's go.
Remember that night we had like 27 in a row baseball?
I mentioned Randy Johnson earlier, then I was like, wait a second.
What were the most popular? Anything crazy we missed that we didn't think of?
Larry Walker. I forgot he was on the Cardinals.
Jay Hay.
Everyone put Josh Young.
That's the move. The only one team you can just think of the young guys.
I
like
Garcia.
it. All right.
Oh no, he was on the Cardinals.
That was.
All right. You ready for basketball?
Yeah. Let's get it.
Ooh.
Oh, we had an immediately know what that name with one of those. It was definitely one of those guys on the
100%.
Celtics Bulls. Who's one of those garbage people that's been between both? Like Luke Cornett, was he on both?
Actually, Kelly Olynyk might fit.
Yeah.
Kelly Olynyk definitely fits on the Heat Celtics.
Yeah, put him in there.
Do you want me to go? You want me to go Luke Cornett?
I don't know if he was on both. We can wait.
Was he on the Knicks at one point?
Actually, I think you're right.
Boston and the Nets. You could put Kevin Garnett.
I like that.
Oh, you know who fits for the Bulls and the Celtics is someone else from that big four, Rajon Rondo.
Oh, yeah. Put him in there.
Not as clearing the Celtics line.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Memphis and the Bulls.
Memphis and the Bulls has got to be someone weird.
Did Pat Bev play on the Grizzlies?
I
don't know.
We can just go first round draft pick and clean that.
Shabazz Napier.
Was he a first round?
I don't know. Was he? I
Ben,
think he was.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll wait for that one.
Go put Derrick Rose up in the top right.
What about Jakeem Noah?
Well, only 9%.
Everyone probably went like MJ or
Nets first round pick.
Nets first round pick is where did Jason Williams start his career?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. I'll back out of that. Trying to think of some of the Nets young guys they drafted, like Nick Claxton. Did they draft Nick Claxton?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Cam Thomas. I don't know where he
I
was.
just can't remember. Why can't I remember any of their picks? Because they've been all just garbage. All right, Heat first round. Dwayne Wade.
Shabazz. Damn it. I'm pretty confident Shabazz was a. Are we gonna get the rest of these anyway?
All right, fine, Ben. We'll circle back and see if we can put Shabazz in there.
Okay.
All right, let me think of some of these Grizzlies players. Just
All right. Like, what about Zach Randolph? Did he ever go anywhere else?
Marcus Sol definitely jumped around. Where did he end up? Did he play on the Knicks? No. Why can't I think? I am struggling.
Did Chandler Parsons play with the Heat ever?
Oh yes, money. Ben. Oh, I thought it was a clean
I thought that was
hit.
good too. What about Wilson?
I thought he did.
Well, no, go put your Shabazz in first. Oh, that's money. That was a good hit.
That was a good hit.
Oh yeah.
That was better than the Chandler Parsons.
I thought the Chandler Parsons was clean.
I have no clue on this Grizzlies line, so I honestly wasn't.
Yeah, where the Grizzlies and the Spurs are definitely, I feel like, the two hardest teams for us to come up with people.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know why the Grizzlies.
Tony Allen, did he ever go anywhere else?
Probably.
I feel like he played on the Bulls.
Yeah, just go for it. Oh no.
Okay, he never played on the Bulls.
The Gasol.
What was the name you put in? Oh, it was Tyson Chandler came up that played forever.
Wilson Chandler.
Wilson Chandler too. I'm trying to think. Tayshaun Prince, I think, had a steal in the Grizzlies, and I'm pretty sure he played on the Bulls, but this is also a stretch.
Sounds good.
Nope.
What about the Nets? Did he play with the Nets?
Might as well just go for it now. Oh, that was such a break. Let's see who we missed. Oh my gosh. Yo, we need to remember Vince Carter, how he played on like 10 teams at the end of his career.
That was not our best grid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
Oh, they went with, did you see that? There was another Celtics. It was Ray Allen was the Heat guy.
Yeah.
Celtics. So all those guys. By the way, the Nets.
Sorry.
What was the Nets first round pick again?
They put Kevin Durant. He wasn't even their first round pick.
How is that allowed?
I guess he just played with. I don't know. I guess it's just because he played with there.
That is so dumb.
That's pretty dumb.
That's so dumb that many people got that counted. No, Ben.
We did this on Saturday. I'm pretty sure we got 6 for 9.
All right, Mystics 1,000 plus assists. Deladon.
Oh,
I'm out.
Oh my gosh.
Did Sue Bird play for the Seattle team?
Yes, she did, Chase. That's a great hit.
Oh my god.
That might be the only tile everyone got today.
I'm gonna try Tamika, even though okay. Oh my gosh, that's pretty hard.
Right, we're heating up. We're heating up now.
We're heating up.
Oh my gosh.
Diggins Smith definitely played here. It's just a matter of where else she played.
About Tina Charles.
I feel like Liz Cambridge and oof.
Oh my gosh, everyone's just waiting for football now. If anyone tunes in right now and gets a name right, I'll buy them one of those like NFL shirts. That's like a shirt jersey.
A jersey.
A jersey.
You got anything, Chase?
No, but now I'm thinking about the lady who used to walk around my neighborhood with the Chris Coast jersey. A backup Phillies catcher jersey.
All right, I'm gonna give up on the rest of this one.
Thank you.
Natasha Howard, Natasha Clark.
Allie Quigley.
Oh, Deladon.
You had the right idea.
Deladon's like Cooper Cup.
Oh,
That's what kind of name it is.
Oh wait, we'll go. I accidentally went to hockey.
You accidentally went to hockey?
What is this? Sweden?
Sweden.
Oh. This is a weird one.
Oh gosh.
The Yotes.
We'll go back.
All right, here we go. Now we should give a few people some time because I don't know how bad's the delay tonight. About 10 seconds or something like that.
Not even.
Oh, money. We're in.
Not even 10 seconds. So here we go. We can start going and
1,000
see.
yards receiving for the Colts, Reggie Wayne.
Also, I don't want to be that guy, but isn't Bears, Dolphins, Jordan Howard?
Yeah.
Also Brandon Marshall, but Jordan Howard's probably better.
Oh, Brandon Marshall. Which one do you want to go with?
Go with Jordan Howard. That's one of your favorite running backs of all time.
The only running back I hate more than him is Kalen Balazs.
Remember when we looked up XFL stats last year and Kalen Balazs was the starting running back?
Yeah, we spent about one podcast on the XFL.
That was
and
such
called it.
and good thing because they didn't even make it. They now merged.
Looks like we got a comment for Stefan for Diggs for 1,000. Yep, that would hit.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Lee Evans.
Oh, Lee Evans.
Oh, that's a
name.
pull.
Yeah.
That is a name.
I like
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah, I still hate Lee Evans for that one time the Ravens traded for him and he dropped a pass in the end zone against the Patriots. And then Billy Cundiff came out and Cundiff the kick. So great script, NFL.
Brandon Marshall, would he fit the 1,000 receiving yards actually?
Probably.
On the Dolphins.
Does he have to have done it on the Dolphins? He
I
doesn't have to
don't
be
wanna put-
you don't have to be drafted.
When literally Waddle and Tyreek Hill are on the options, like,
Okay, I'll wait.
or even Ted Ginn.
Yeah.
Ted again.
I don't know. This Browns line is kind of scaring me now. I don't even know.
Oh, Browns, Dolphins, Jarvis Landry.
Oh, I didn't know he played on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Or Olivier Vernon. That would have been a good one.
I don't know him, so that sounds good.
He was a defensive end like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, we have a Diggs' money
Tre-
comment, by the way.
Browns, Colts, Trent Richardson.
Oh, the Dig Dug.
You played
There it
for
is.
3 years in the NFL, and you got that hit.
What a bust.
That was the biggest bust ever. Probably potentially.
Was he on the Madden cover?
Probably. Yo, what is up with? I won't get into it. What is up with the MLB The Show cover picking Vladdy after picking Jazz Chisholm last year? Are they just picking
I
random
don't
dudes?
know. I feel like they're just like, who's a young guy?
He's not even like a top 20 player in the league right now, and they're just like, let's pick him.
Did Wander Franco ever make it?
No,
No, that would have been such a brick if they picked him last year, though.
All right. Let's get back.
I just can't get back to that MLB insert that they did with Wander's rookie year, and it was called the card just says Youth Quake. It's
Oh
just
my
so
gosh.
cringy now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Bears, Colts.
Bears Colts.
What about like what kicker?
I think Trey Burton actually fits in there, the tight end.
Oh, I
Oh.
always just think of those tight ends.
Right, so
Yeah.
Good hit, Chase. All right, come on. 3 left.
Center. Bears, Billies.
Bears, Bills.
Zay Jones. No, he didn't play on the Bears.
He's played on either.
Did he play on the Bills? Wasn't he on the Bills for a while?
Yeah, he was on the Bills
Okay.
like a long time ago.
Well, did Mitch Trubisky was backing up on the Bills for a while? Did he get any game action?
Well, that still counts, right?
Yeah. He was still on their roster. I feel like that should
Yeah.
count.
He's under Mitchell.
It's under Bitchell Trubisky.
Well, we're in.
Okay.
All right, so we
no,
get
it
this,
was-
and if we do get this,
All
we
right.
just
yeah, we go save for the
Brownies and Bills.
I'm pissed how much I show what the NBA won.
go.
Browns.
You can try to
Bills.
suck. You might
Chase,
get
did Donovan Peoples-Jones have where was he this year?
He went to the Lions, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's right.
Is Kiko Alonso? Was he ever on the
Oh,
Browns?
Shakiko. Oh, man. I don't know if he was ever on the Browns.
Joe Hayden, did he play on the Bills?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like they've also both cycled through kickers galore. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, true.
What
Brandon
about Tyrod Taylor? Yeah, I'm going back up QB right now. Did Tyrod Taylor ever play on the Browns?
I don't know.
I know he was on the Bills team.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So was
I'm down to try.
Lewis
it, but-
Fitzpatrick was also on the Bills, but I don't know. I don't.
Oh
think
wait,
he
they've had an offensive lineman trade before.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to
Cole-
remember
Cole
that.
McCoy, was he ever on the Bills?
Oh, man. This might be just total poop in my hand thrown against the wall, but I think Wyatt Teller might have been from the Bills originally.
All right.
2018 and 23. Chase, does that sound good?
Hold on, let me think of their other offensive lineman. He's still playing. They're both. If it is him, they're both still playing. So I just don't know if it was their other guard, but I think it was Wyatt Teller.
All right, we're sending it.
We're sending it.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
go!
Let's go!
Great hit. All right, should we just go Tyree?
Yeah, just clean it
Guarantee
up.
no one put Wyatt Teller on there.
Let's go. Great hit, Chase. What was the percent? 5.
5. No one put that.
Oh, Tyrod
Well,
Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor did play. When did he play in the Browns?
Yeah, I don't
Good
remember.
hit. Look at all the back. Look at all the quarterbacks.
Oh, Jay
yeah.
Cutler. Yeah, it's just a bunch of like forever backups. Just
Dang. 2 perfects.
2 perfects. Dang.
Wow.
Gosh. You
There's
can't-
nothing like just hitting a random offensive lineman immaculate grid.
I like it.
I don't know if we'll ever hit one unless you get like Eagles, Cowboys, and I go with like Jason Peters. That's about as
Yeah.
much.
Or Miles Austin.
Yeah, but he's not an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Offensive
I'm talking about like I feel like I couldn't get an offensive lineman pool.
Yeah. They're rare. I feel like they're not as rare as they like seem now. Also, we should definitely know more kickers.
Yeah,
I
yeah, for
agree.
sure.
Yeah.
We always think of the names until we're doing the grid.
Yeah.
And
A lot of pressure.
then
But I do enjoy that we do it last now. So
yeah,
we appreciate everyone. If you're still watching, if you're still listening, if you stuck by us this long, we greatly appreciate it. It's fun for us to do this. Episode 51. Next week will be 1 full year as far as weeks are concerned. So,
yeah.
Dang.
but
We're
we
turning
will,
one.
yeah. We'll see you guys next week after the Super Bowl, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, later.